I'm curious. Yeah, it was Shane Dawson. Yeah, I don't know what the drama is. I wanna check it out. It was posted like 30 minutes ago. Yeah, 42 minutes ago. Alright, let's peep it. Chat, you wanna peep it? I wanna peep it. Oompa loompa. Oompa Loompaville. Is this guy an actor? No. No, he's not an actor, he's just a YouTuber. Alright. Shane Dawson drama.
At age 9, I was diagnosed
What a surprise.
as a sociopath after making a soup out of my pet guinea pig Vin Diesel. Did you know that
Excuse
I'm also
me?
a pathological liar? Because that's not
I was
true.
gonna
That shit
say-
ain't true, dude. That shit ain't true. I'm not a
I thought he was gonna say something else, but okay.
sociopath. The soup was delicious though. Shane Dawson's a legend, okay, on YouTube, and also an incredibly controversial figure, and he has been a controversial fella for quite some time.
Every apology video I've ever made has been from fear. It's me sitting at home thinking the whole world hates me and crying and hyperventilating.
Well, I don't know, man. Fucking your cat kind of is pretty weird, no? Am I weird?
And then just turning on a webcam and just saying I'm sorry.
It's a bit ironic because most of his popular series are surrounding controversies that he's covered or in some way done research on.
Well, actually, you can go to Trader Joe's and just get their basic ass, cheap ass, dry roasted pistachios, and they are exactly the same. Oh my.
Okay.
And this is proven.
And simultaneously, he's never free from his own controversies. By the way, I just ate a Snickers bar, and I just want to tell you guys, it was... There are a ton of reasons that people may have for not liking Shane Dawson. He has incredibly over-dramatized content.
He's also been on the internet for like 10 plus years, and he's done a lot of dumb shit that's stuck around. Like, the porking the cat thing was not the only thing that he's known for doing that. Was like,
You're gonna break it!
I won't break a thing, I'm tiny, little.
Let me show you.
Okay, guys, all right, play with your toy first. Oh my god, okay. Oh my god, oh my god.
There's quite a few examples of this. I mean, the conspiracy stuff, it's wild.
Everybody stop moving.
He loves acting like widely known facts are Illuminati level secrets. I don't know. What is this nonsense?
What if I told you that those organic Trader Joe cookies are literally the exact same thing as these?
He's a comedian. It's genius. And now the internet hates Shane Dawson for being the worst possible thing ever imaginable.
Okay.
That's being a father. This has been blowing up on Twitter, and I felt compelled to make a video about it. On Instagram, Shane Dawson posted a picture with him and his husband, Ryland, I think, of these two babies that they've got. I don't know where they got them. If they bought them somewhere, I don't know how it works. All right, guys.
what do you mean they bought him? If it's a surrogate mother, then they take their juices and inject them into the ladies. Is that not how it works? Am I crazy? I'm pretty sure that's how it works if it's a surrogate. They rented a womb? Yeah, you rent a womb, which costs thousands and thousands of dollars.
At this point, I'm wondering how babies are even made. I think that it's not, what I learned is not true. Actually, Shane Dawson and his husband, Ryland Adams, through surrogacy, have become fathers. It's some shit rich people do where they have like this surrogate
Womb as a service? Yes. I think it costs like on average like $20,000 or $30,000 to rent a womb. And it's something rich people do. He's right about that. Still counts as buying? Yeah. You're buying someone's body, I guess.
person that they impregnate, and then they raise the child up until the point of birth, and then the other people who paid the surrogate get to keep the child.
Some medical issues can make pregnancy extremely risky for the mother, or there could be struggles with fertility for women and men, or the prospective mother might be too old to have children naturally. In some cases, the prospective parents are a same-sex couple who need a surrogate to help them become biological parents.
Since posting this post on IG, they have nearly 1 million likes, which
you could also adopt. Newsflash.
which is a shit ton. That's a lot of likes. In spite of the likes, the comment section tells an absolutely different story. There are people who are incredibly unhappy with the fact that Shane Dawson is now a father through surrogacy. I'm excited for test tube babies. That's gonna be sick. That's what I'm gonna have in the background of my video.
Test tube babies? I don't even know how that works, to be honest.
We're gonna dive into this and see how reasonable it is and see if the rationale of these angry people makes sense. And I'm honestly not gonna be giving my opinion because I really have no dogs in the fight. I just think it's crazy that the internet is so crazy. The primary reason people are mad is the bringing up of Shane's controversial past comments, being a comedian and the things that he's done in regard to minors. This is bad. This is a bad situation. I'm already leaning towards getting my pitchfork. He justifies, yep, I think that's what people are worried about.
What? Let him cook.
Like he kind of can.
Listen,
he has this
allegedly.
justification for, and it's so disturbing. And like I just pretend that he doesn't.
Okay, wait,
and, like,
no. Let me explain. Let me
No.
explain.
Oh god.
Here's my justification.
On top of the young person
Here's my justification for her. No way. No way.
minor drama, his treatment of animals has also been brought up.
Yeah,
There's a
the cat
disgusting
thing.
that he said in a podcast. If you like, I just don't understand why he says this shit. He said on a podcast that he spread his cat's legs and it's so disgusting, dude. Why would
I gotta. I'm gonna rub my face so I don't. I don't know if you can hear me rubbing my face, but I am. Woo! Yeah, someone get the guillotine. We're gonna have to prepare some rope.
Why would you say this, bro? Why would you say this shit?
You
He
could
had to
not
respond from the
torture
clip
that out of
was on his
me.
podcast in 2015 on Twitter. He said, "I didn't f my cat. I didn't on my cat. I didn't put my anywhere near my cat. I've never done anything weird with my cats. I promised myself I wasn't going to make an apology video after last year's thing, so I'm just trying to be as short and honest with this as possible. I've apologized many times for all the dumb shit I've said in videos and podcasts over the years. I've learned my lesson over and over again, and I'm more confident now in my ability to be entertaining by just being myself and not being so shocking for laughs." That's not fun.
Bro, that you don't joke about that kind of thing. I don't know, man. You can. It's just I don't think a lot of people are gonna like it. The vast majority of the public doesn't like that kind of thing, and they don't think it's funny. Maybe I'm weird. I don't know.
Funny.
VTuber galore.
A bunch of his old past controversial jokes resurfaced, and he apologized for them in a video titled "Taking Accountability." The video has been viewed
this was a
22
while ago.
million times. This guy's a legend. He's incredibly relevant and has been around for a very long time.
If you've been watching me for a while, then you know that I have done a lot of things in my past that I hate.
It wasn't that well received. If you take
Okay.
a look at the dislike to like ratio, people were sort of upset. Understandably so. People just get upset at nothing nowadays. So when there is something to get upset at, it's gonna happen. He acknowledges that people want punishment and accountability for people, meaning him in this case.
Right now is very much a time of wanting people to be accountable, wanting punishment for people, and I agree. And that's why I'm making this video.
And he agrees and then cites Jenna Marble's video as inspiration.
I saw Jenna Marble's video, and it really
People taking inspirations from each other on YouTube as other YouTubers. I don't know, man. I don't know about that.
me, and felt like a sign from the universe that I want to do this.
But Jenna's apology for her situation was very well received because she's a genuine human being who didn't.
Yeah, and he's a kind of a piece of shit. So, like, why would you say, like, I'm taking inspirations from that? Jenna canceled herself and left? Yeah, I don't get it. I remember that happening and I was like, why?
Make his messed up jokes. I mean, the jokes are just not funny. In the video, he gives people permission to not accept his apology, which is awesome, dude. Thank you for allowing me to dislike you. I appreciate that so much, Shane Dawson. Sucking from
What
the
the
teat. I was sucking. That was a teat
frick?
reference. I was doing a teat mime. It was a mime.
I'm going to apologize for a lot of things that I've done or said in this
Slurping,
video.
blurping.
And if you don't accept the apology, that is 100% okay.
So this is all old, doesn't need to be dragged out too long.
Okay,
but in
yeah,
essence,
it's 4 years old
he apologizes
almost.
for everything he's done in the past, which is a lot of shit. And by the way, his apology covers more than what's relevant to today's video, besides just the baby shit. I mean, he apologized for blackface, racism, making fun of Asian stereotypes, Mexican stereotypes, black stereotypes, whatever it may be. All in the name of comedy, it seems.
Oh, brother, this guy
Epic win, Shane Dawson. Very epic win. Part of his apology offers a caveat to a clip that was going around where part of it was cut out, in which he called disgusting. So, like, he's defending himself. Obviously, it's an apology video. It's what you do, generally speaking.
So there's a clip that has been going around again. A few years ago is when it came out. And they cut out all the parts where I said, you know, it's disgusting. And they put it together, and it made it seem like I was, you know, talking about how it's normal. So gross. I would never say that. But also, I shouldn't have been joking about it anyways, which is my problem. My fault.
Ultimately, in my opinion, he does seem quite remorseful for his edgy past dope content and the brand.
Well, it's more remorseful in the guy that jumped out of a plane and then was like making a video after he got out of jail, talking about his crime and stuff. I mean, I'll give it the apology a notch above that guy who was like absolutely not remorseful afterwards. He didn't even apologize. He was like, yeah, man, I only got 8 months in jail for that. Haha, XD.
Brand that he's built, he knows that it's gross. You could compare this maybe to iDub, someone who used to make a bunch of edgy jokes but has changed the kind of content that he makes and has condemned a lot of his more loyal, edgy audience.
I'm sorry to everyone that I made content cop videos on. I still don't like the majority of you, and that's fine, but I can recognize that you did not deserve the hate and harassment that I sent your way.
Or Matt Rife recently condemning 95% of his audience, which is female.
Put her in the kitchen or something where nobody has to see her face, you know? And I was like, yeah, but I feel like if she could cook, she wouldn't have that black eye.
Now this is where the entire situation gets very complicated and interesting. The things that happened in Shane's past that we just...
I'd say that's a pretty soft fucking joke, but okay.
Discussed are the reasons.
Have you practiced your apology video? No.
Provide a rationale as to why he should not be a surrogate parent. Now you can get behind that, or you can criticize that line of thinking and say that, you know, anybody deserves to have a child, whatever, and have another chance at life. I'm not really sure, but that's the basic rundown of what's going on. What I personally am most concerned with is the fact that Shane Dawson has this crazy audience that is just like kind of strange and hates him, and he's putting his brand new babies' faces and full names online. I mean, people can just find your information. Like,
wait, he put his babies to... wait. He put his actual... He didn't blur those?
I just don't want these babies to get doxxed, bro. When they grow up and Google themselves or their parents, they're going to see horrible and...
Oompa blurred the pictures? They were actually the faces of the babies?
Disgusting things that their parents did.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't know, man.
Propagated by the audience that is trying to hold this man accountable. It's concerning.
I'm pretty sure he's right.
As much audience as they could ever need. There's plenty of criticisms and reasons online to not show your children. There's freaks and creeps and weirdos out there. You shouldn't be using them for views, etc., or likes or whatever the fuck before they can consent to being on video. I mean, I definitely feel that way, but at the same time, I understand.
I feel that way about families who content farm on TikTok as well. Have you heard about the families that content farm and like make up like stories and make their kids cry on camera? I find that insanely cringe, and I don't know how people haven't been like banned off of TikTok for that. It's not appropriate. It's a at least like above 16 years old platform.
And when people do want to do it, right? They just love their kids.
Yeah, family channels, yeah.
Audience. I just don't like
those
creeps,
ones.
and I don't like fucking weirdos. I'm sorry. It's a massive and brand new point of concern that has never really existed before. I mean, there's children content creators like Ryan's Toy World, and there's empires built on children without them truly knowing the implications that are a result of these empires being built. And this is a concern that can extend to Shane and Ryland's kids because...
And their parents are... Oh, what a terrible phrase for him. I'm sorry, but... I have to put this in. They get no money, and their parents likely don't put it into a fund or anything. It's so weird when people do that, and it's all for the money. It's very strange. The video of the mom filming her child when they lost their dog and making him post for the thumbnail makes me so mad. Yeah, or like, sweetie, can you like cry a little bit harder?
In Shane's post, he says, "We probably won't be showing too much of them in the future." But in the post, he fucking puts their full names and just leaves their little baby faces and stuff. It's so weird. It's been liked a million times and seen how many billions of times, trillions even. Not really. I don't even know if there's that many people on Earth.
It's on Insta, yeah.
On Twitter are doing a better job of censoring the baby's identities than their own parents, which is awesome. Disgusted doesn't even begin to describe how I feel right now. Now, I don't know. I guess it's just because of the statements he made here. I think that's why people are so upset. I think. That's what I think. There's also people who are just extremely homophobic. This person named Isabella Riley Moody said, "This poor baby is hungry and trying to latch and eat. And Shane Dawson thinks it's funny to let the baby struggle and fight for breast milk, all for a photo."
Bro, you're role-playing in your fucking head, man. These are the terminally online people. Like, I get, like, oh, I hate Shane Dawson, but, like, the role-playing is insane.
No, how sick. If you look at the original photo, it's not doing that. It's just like a little nugget looking up at him like...
Oh, it's not even that bad! Yeah, look. Yeah, it's not even that. You can't even cut. This is literally roleplay at this point.
There are a lot of studies that show father skin-to-skin contact is very efficacious in improving the happiness and quality of a child's life. Based in red-pilled Shane Dawson. That's good. Skin-to-skin contact, excellent. Now, who's the father? Who's the mommy? I think Ryland's the mommy because Ryland is a sexy little twink. And if we go back to when the Barbie movie released, we can see another poster where Shane Dawson is clearly Ken and Ryland is, I think, Barbie. I'm not sure. Here's also a post in the baby post where Ryland is posed sort of like a mom that gave birth. I mean, they seem like they worked really hard for all this, but they didn't. It's important, I think, to circle back to the little bit of text in their Instagram post that said, "We probably won't be showing much of them in the future." Because if you dig into their social media a little bit, at the moment, I personally find that quote is something that's hard to believe. There are a ton of videos about becoming a father, or maybe update, finding out the genders of our future.
Yeah, soy punk face. I did double check the babies are not censored on their full ass names. Yeah. And their little faces too, so you'll be able to like figure out who they are. Yeah, that's cringe. Also, this is cringe. Reminds me of the family channels. I feel like it's like the cop of running out of content and being like, oh yeah.
Your baby. Did they have one or two, by the way? I couldn't tell. Maybe name choices. I thought they were outside of an IHOP. It'd be funny. I get it, though, man.
God.
You know, I get it. I really do. He's excited to be a dad, and he's sharing that with his audience. That's what a man who shares things with his audience does, who's excited to be a father. So Ryland has...
Yeah, it's totally normal to, like, publicize every little fucking little bit about your life online. Oh my god, man. I hate this plane of existence. I want money! 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 Money!
Track record of inviting his audience, and by extension Shane's audience, to the journey of fatherhood. Are they going to cut them off now that the baby is born, or that the baby exists on Earth, that just the stork dropped them off? It's over. No more baby content. Because the videos do very, very, very well. I do not know.
Of course they do. People fucking like, there's these moms, they're like, oh my gosh, wow, babies. They get this shit recommended to them all the time, especially boomers. Boomers love these fucking vlogs.
How these fucks get so many views, it's wild. This isn't the first time they've done this, by the way. They made a video 5 years ago about having a surrogate, which is just clickbait and not true. They also made a video about adopting a baby. I think with all the shit that's happened, you're probably not allowed to adopt a baby. I would like to see what the child protective services, or who do you go through to get a surrogate? How's that work? Is there rules? Because I know when you go to adopt a child, you can't have like sharp corners and stuff on your house, or just you can't have functioning firearms that are loaded. So I couldn't adopt a baby, I think. The point is, baby content is incredibly prevalent on these two motherfuckers' channels, especially Ryland's in the most recent father journey. It's hard for me to see a world in which these babies aren't just used, for lack of a better word, for the content of the Ryland and Shane channels. I hope the statement that they made is...
I'm telling you, it's because they ran out of content. Shane doesn't have like a direction into his channel, and here we are publicizing every single aspect of it. It's literally it's the family shit, but because man,
it's true, because the
makes so much money off of it too.
People, especially in regard to babies, is very toxic, and I think there's nothing good that's going to come out of it. I think it's reasonable to be upset and concerned considering the past controversies of Shane and his like unabashed.
I can't wait to get to the part where another great freeze frame, by the way. I can't wait to get to the part in 5 years where we talk about this and they're like, oh, they're 5 years old. Their dad is showing one of their dads is showing signs of like yelling at them to like cry on camera. I really hope it doesn't come to that, but like, holy shit, it might.
Actually disgusting.
Considering this leading up to it already.
The faces, full names, and date of birth, and address, and shit of these babies, their social security numbers, everything, dude. Little Johnny Appleseed. Shane Dawson and Rylan Adams' use of surrogacy showcases the practice's grotesqueness. 10 other children were created only to be cast aside because they were not optimal. What? Is that true, Ellie?
What
they created
the fuck?
10 other children and cast them aside like the Spartans of yonder past? The Quartering, a legend on Twitter, said, new video, a baby deserves a mother and father. 2 gay men buying an egg, renting a womb, and paying a laboratory to create a human life is an abomination. The child will...
I mean, that's a rich people thing. I don't think it's exclusive to like gay people. Rich people do this.
Never know its mother. I'm speaking to you, Shane Dawson and Dave Rubin. Watch and share. This guy doesn't like gay people, it seems like. I don't think whoever this surrogate person was would willingly do this for someone who they thought was going to be abusive to a child in any way.
Maybe they don't know.
So I have a positive outlook. I think things are going to go well. I do not condemn anything. I hope it all
I
works
don't
out,
know. We'll
obviously, but I
see.
do say, hey,
5
man,
years.
do
Give
the
it
criticism.
5
What do you
years,
choose?
chat.
Do you choose to be excited for Shane and Ryland? I don't, because I have no parasocial relationship with them. I also do not choose to be outraged because I don't really care all that much. Anyways, fuckers, who wants to be my surrogate? Does anyone have a baby I could purchase?
Ah! Jesus, that was scary. No, I don't care. I don't care, but at the same time, I'm kind of expecting something. The lead up to it with all the videos, and I don't know, man. Where is it? How many videos did they pump out? Where is it? Oh, for fuck's sake. Where is it? How many videos did we make? It like showed on the screen for like a second. Here? Yeah, here. Right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that was just, there was like a whole list before that as well. A lot of times circus don't know the people who get the baby. Yeah, they just take them away. I mean, it's your body. It's like, it's not like they're like slaves or anything. They get paid and like they carry them and they obviously care for them and like give the baby like all it needs in the womb. It's just, I don't know, man. It's a rich people thing for sure. I've heard of plenty of really rich people renting out like wombs. Alana, do you want to be Oompa surrogate? Nah, I'm good. No, I'm good. Childbirth sounds horrible. It's basically human trafficking. Yeah. Yeah, it kind of is in a lot of ways. It's not against your will, but it's, I mean, if you can't have babies, like, what do you do? I mean, you can go adopt. I also know a girl from my high school who did the whole, like, she had really bad ovaries and they all like, I'm paraphrasing, they all quote unquote exploded. Like, she can't have babies and then she had to like go through a special like intravenal like yeah, PCOS, yeah, whatever it's called. I forget what the term is called. But she had that, and then she had to do a very expensive procedure where she had to do like a special way of like fertilizing an egg inside of herself, like through an operation with her husband, and it cost like thousands and thousands of dollars, and then she finally had a baby. And it's her baby. Don't be a psycho, buy a child. I mean, rich people will do whatever they want. We literally watched a video of people injecting child into their faces. Like, if you're a woman who's struggling to make a living, someone pays you to be a surrogate mother, are you really free when making the choice? You can argue the same thing as donating blood as well. Donating blood in vitro, it was like some other, it wasn't even in vitro. That's the latest video, go check it out. Which one? Which one? Can you link it? Oh, you mean in my we act? Yeah, my we act. I'm misunderstanding. No, I misunderstood you. I was confused for a little bit. You could argue the same thing about donating blood. Like, you shouldn't have to. Like, I don't know, man. It's a complicated, like, moral issue. Whereas I guess this isn't as bad as the whole donating blood and then having it bid for the, like, highest bidder for money. It's not, like, it's not exactly the same, but it's kind of in the same ballpark, if that makes sense. It's the same issue, but it's also, like, not. Because, I mean, kind of, I guess. I think in most countries, you do not get paid for donating blood, though it's an NA thing, though. You do. You do. It's just that in NA, you can do it more often. In the video, if you go to my YouTube channel, there's a react. We learned that an Australian company established itself in America because they were not allowed to establish in Australia as donating 4 times a month because that's illegal in Australia and it doesn't make them enough money. So they went and established in America because you could donate a lot more blood because there's no laws. It's like, it's almost like, you're going to like a pig farm and you're allowed to like slaughter this many pigs in America, and in Australia there's like laws against it, like that many, if that makes sense. Like, I know I'm like, it's a kind of a poor metaphor, but like America is the land where there's no laws against it. They pay for donations, but blood goes to hospitals. Yeah, it does go to hospitals, but the hospitals have to bid for that. And if you get outbid by some rich person that wants to inject blood into their face, then yeah. One of the 5 countries where donating blood is allowed. Yeah, there's a couple of others, but I know it's not the only one. Pregnancy is a great command where you actually get good money. In theory, blood industry gets you a pittance where the blood gets sold to the highest bidder. It's quite traumatic also to give birth as a woman. I don't know, but like my mom told me all about it. And if Shane Dawson said, what does it say? Shane Dawson and Ryland use of surrogacy showcases the practice's grotesqueness. They discarded 10 other children. I know what you say, children, like they are like they were formed. Like, yeah, they got rid of them because they were not optimal for them, which is like traumatizing for the surrogate to expel. Like, having an abortion is like actual trauma to a woman. Like, you can argue and say like abortion free rights and all that, but it is actually like cruel. I've taken like some sort of like hormonal flushing thing because I thought I got pregnant once and I didn't, you know, just to be safe, the after pill. I did that when I was like 18 and that shit was horrific. I can't even imagine like flushing out like an abortion like out of you. It's absolutely horrific. In a way, those selling blood are the bigger assholes, with the core moral issues the same. Yeah. Manlet? No, I don't think it's even that. It's traumatizing the person mentally and physically. For me, it was physically. Like, I felt so dog shit for like 3 days after I took the pill because I was scared. And I remember laying in bed and I felt like vomiting the whole time. And I was like, oh my god, I can't imagine that going through like an actual like traumatic thing. Like, getting it out and stuff. And I was like, all right, I'll take the pill. I'll do it. Fuck that. But yeah, it's quite interesting. If you want to check out the transfusion thing, it's kind of like on the same kind of spectrum of topics. Mommy, piss. Shit. piss, 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 fuck, fucking shit on calm, piss myself. Fuck, piss, 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 fuck, piss, fuck, piss, 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 fuck, piss.